Alright, here is our first lesson in note-taking, our first flipped lesson. It's a first for you as well as for myself. We are going to go over note-taking in math. So on my screen right now, what you should be able to see is the Google Slides presentation about taking notes in math and my notebook down here. On our math lessons, I will be modeling in my journal the things that I would like for you to write down. They are suggestions. Strongly recommend writing them down for your reference for this unit. For all units, you are able to use your journal on your tests, so these things will help you out big time. Why are notes important? So this is a question I get every year, like, why do I have to write stuff down? They are important to help you recall information given in class. So our units are mostly long. Not all of them are, but most of them are. That's a lot of information. So they're important to keep you organized and give you the info that you need. They also help keep things organized for you. So a couple things that I would maybe jot down in my journal. I'm going to label today's lesson as note-taking. I might write down the question why, because why on earth do we write so much down? Why for organization and recall. You're going to get a lot of information in math this year. You can study from them. So as a study tool, writing things down also helps you remember it. I know if I make a to-do list, when I write it down, I remember those things more so than if I just think through it. Note-taking is also a skill that you will use for a very long time. I still use it to this day, and I'm almost 30. Great notes mean great success. Our next key points are good ideas while taking notes. So good notes is what we're thinking about here. So what makes good notes? Keep things organized. Notice that's a key theme for note-taking so far. I will tell you guys, when I was your age, I was not an organized person. My mom would tell me to slow down and keep things organized. I just didn't do it. When I started doing that later in my educational career, it really made things easier. You don't want to go on a scavenger hunt for important information that you wrote down. Like, I know I wrote this down, but I have no idea where to find it. If you keep things organized, you should be able to access it pretty easily. Another thing is to write down key concepts. Notice, we've gone through a slide and a half so far. We don't have a ton of notes written down. We've got some things written down, but you do not want to be copying down the entire presentation. Some good things to be taking down during math would be some examples, like practice problems. Some other things to take down during math would be vocabulary. Those are always on your reviews and on your tests, or instructions on how to do things. Since you can use your notes on a test, having those instructions helps walk you through. Notice, in the notes we just took, I wrote down some things that were on the slide and I added my own little notes to help me remember other things. Listen for clues from the teacher, so I will try to clue you in. You guys also get more of a helpful hint than in person because I'm taking the notes right along with you. It's your choice how much you copy down, but I want to model what I would be doing if I were in your shoes. What will note-taking look like? It's a big question I get at the beginning of the year, like, what should I be doing? Well, if I were you, I would be writing down the date and the lesson number. Today we don't really have a lesson number, so we wrote down note-taking instead. I'm not going to put a date on these. You can do the date on your own. The date that I record will probably be different than the date that you access the lesson. The title and objective of the lesson will be found at the beginning of each lesson, so when we start our slideshow, before notes begin, you will be able to see what we're going to talk about that day. Our objectives will be our goals for that day. You're going to listen throughout the lesson and take down any key vocabulary, examples, and procedures, so those things that are good to take notes on. And if you're told to take notes on something, you should do so for your benefit. I'm not just having you take notes because I like to have you write. I'm having you take notes to help you understand the math content or have a point of reference. I will model your this highlighted blue at the bottom. I think is really important. I know my slides thing just popped up. There it goes. So remember, you can pause and rewind the lesson at your own speed. So if something didn't click right away or I was moving too quick for you, rewind it or pause it. You're able to do those things since you're watching the lesson on a recording. What happens for the first lesson? So when we get to the first lesson, you'll turn your notebook to the next blank page if that works for you. Some people don't like turning to the next blank page, so maybe just draw a line to show that you're going to a new topic. Write down the date and write down the title for the day, and then follow along with the video lesson and take notes as I do. The things that I write down aren't the only things that you have to take notes on. You can take notes on whatever you need. They're your notes, but remember they're a reference point and they're supposed to be helping you learn. Today's takeaway, what you should have learned from our mini note-taking video, is that learning how to take meaningful notes is a useful tool for life. I still take notes in my life all the time. And if you form good habits now, it'll become second nature to you in the future.